Welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hi, Mandi.
Hello, Teddy. How are we doing today? How are ya?
We're okay. We're okay. I just had like, I feel like since we last talked, I was kind of in like storm prep mode last week. And so there was like
storm prep mode.
Heavy duty storm prep mode. So there was like riding the wave of storm prep. There was like getting through the storm and then getting back into like the swing of things this week. And I don't know what it is. And so I'll like talk more about like the storm and everything later, but I don't know what it is. But I think it was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sunday, like midday. I got into like a really weird headspace.
Okay.
And I just felt down. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but I just felt down.
Mm-hmm.
I was like sad and I felt like I was dreading something, but I wasn't sure what it was that I was dreading. And I think a big part of it is that the time of the month is coming up for me, but I was just down and I felt out of it. And I felt like I was just uncomfy and I was just sad and I didn't know what it was. And I think that happens, but Sunday and Monday were not like good days for me.
Okay. What do you do in that situation? Like when that headspace hits, do you have a remedy or do you have something that helps?
I feel like I like to like get out and like escape. I like to go do something like go to the movies or go walk around the mall or I don't know. I like to get out of the house. The issue was that there was a storm and we couldn't leave.
Right.
So that was definitely a hindrance. And I don't know if that was a part of the cause, was that I was stuck in the house for a couple of days. And like, I like leaving. I like being at home. I don't always like leaving. I don't know what it was. So I didn't really have a solution. I will say, I think a part of it too was like being out of my routine, because I was out of my routine Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I'm very much like a routine girl and I don't like change. And so I was out of my routine. So by Tuesday morning, I was feeling still super down.
Yeah.
However, kind of getting back into the routine of stream and like, I feel like I'm on the up and up. So.
Yeah. And I feel like the storm probably didn't help, like this impending doom of what could happen, or like, is this going to get bad at some point in time? Like, are we going to lose power? Has the worst of the storm hit us yet? Or like whatever, we prepared for all of this, and just kind of waiting for it to happen is probably like stressful. Like, is it going to get worse or whatever? So I think it makes sense, but I'm glad that you're getting back into it, because that's stressful, especially after all that prep you did. I know you were running errands like mad.
And it ended up being fine. We got everything we needed. I think the biggest thing for us was just like having a generator and some gas, so that in case we did lose power, it wouldn't be like a Hurricane Helene situation where we were out for 2 weeks, you know? And I would be able to work if I wanted to, and you know, so that was kind of the priority. And once we got that, I started to feel a lot better, and I was like certainly more comfortable. But yeah, so we ended up the storm was supposed to hit us Saturday at like 5 p.m. And then it pushed back, and we weren't then supposed to get anything until about 11 p.m. And I went to bed about 11 p.m. And the worst of it was supposed to start hitting at like 11. We were supposed to get freezing rain at about 11 p.m.
Yep.
And so I went to bed, full assumption. We cranked the heat up in the house like super high, so that because we were assuming we might lose power overnight. And so I went to bed, and I hate sleeping in the hot. It was like 78 degrees in our house, because we knew that like, we're going to lose power. We're going to try to keep the house as hot as we can so that it'll stay warm as long as it can.
Oh my gosh.
So went to bed.
Miserable.
Yeah. Went to bed Saturday night. Didn't really have the best night's sleep because it was so hot, but woke up Sunday morning expecting 1, power to be out, 2, to have like a ton of ice outside on the power lines and stuff. And I woke up at like 6 a.m. and it kind of felt like a bad Christmas morning when you're a kid. You know how like Christmas morning when you're a kid, you like sneak down to look at the tree, and you're like, it's the first thing you think of. Like you're immediately awake. And I like the second any form of like consciousness came into my brain, I immediately just like slid. I like rolled out of bed and like slid on the ground.
Yeah.
And I crawled over to the window and I looked out the window. I looked out the blinds because it was like 6:30 in the morning. So you could sort of see. And sleet everywhere. It looked fresh blanket of sleet. So everything was pure white, but it was sleet, not snow.
Yeah.
So that kind of stunk because
like that icy.
It's like ice sleet. Yeah. Wasn't great.
Makes a hard snowball. You don't want to take a snowball.
Oh gosh,
no. Yeah, that hurts.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So anyway, sleet. Then and it just kind of like sleeted most of the morning. Then Sunday like afternoon we got freezing rain.
Ugh.
Like, and it started freezing rain and it was bad and it was stacking up on the power lines and it was stacking up on the trees and I was getting kind of nervous. But at this point, by the time the freezing rain started, we knew that the storm was going to be kind of out within the next couple of hours. So we were supposed to get like 12 hours of freezing rain and we ended up only getting, actually we were supposed to get like 24 hours of freezing rain and we only ended up getting like maybe 5 hours of freezing rain.
Good. Okay.
So we definitely got some ice.
Yeah.
But we got a lot more sleet than expected, which was such a huge win because that doesn't stick to power lines and trees and stuff. So, yeah, we got really lucky. But we got really lucky. They like the whole city was shut down Sunday. Yeah. The entire city was shut down Monday. My husband, his work canceled work on Monday. And we just had a chill kind of like stay at home day, couple of days. Yeah.
That's, you know what? Same. We did the exact same thing. We ended up, so we didn't get ice up here, but we got pounded with snow over the weekend. Did you? Again, we got pounded with snow and it's been
wildly cold. Yeah.
Frigid. I'm talking like the highs have been like 2 degrees, but then with the wind, it's -20. So it's been like battling to get the dogs to go to the bathroom outside. And the kids ended up having a snow day on Friday because of the weather. So it was like a cold day. They shut down all the schools on Friday. So we had Friday off and the weekend was too cold. So
and
we didn't do anything.
Hate a snow day.
I hate a snow day. And guess what? Monday, another snow day because we got pounded with snow and it's still snowing. It snowed yesterday and it's freezing. So I keep seeing posts about like the schools across the state are already almost to the snow day limit. And it's not even, it's not
Still
February.
Got a couple months of,
And so they're like, I think either, I don't know if it's per state or per the US, like 6 snow days per calendar year is what's allowed before you have to start stacking up days in the summer to make up for it. And so it was a long 4-day weekend. We were hoping with all of our fingers crossed that Tuesday was back to school. And I mean, walking into that school was the worst walk. I had to park like kind of far away and it was blowing snow. My nose is running. My eyes are dripping, walking in, trying to talk to people. And I'm like, I can't see you. I can't talk to you. I'm sniffling. I'm disgusting. So it was a long week, but I get it. The hunkering down is fun. I'm a big homebody too. I enjoy being home. But for 4 days,
that's a lot.
I get it. So I will say, Monday, I was really upset. When there was like the second snow day, I was upset. And I was like, this is not okay. I had so much to do Monday. Like that was a really busy day for me. And I woke up and I was like, I don't know what came over me, but I said, these are the cards you've been dealt. Deal with it. Like you still have to play the game. You got those cards, make the best of it. And I was like, let's do this. Like we're going to have a snow day. We're going to have a fun day. And I ended up taking my daughter to her first movie theater experience. And I was like, we're going out. We're hitting the town. We're going to have a good day together. I'm not going to do anything that I needed to do. We're just going to have ourselves a day.
There you go.
So I took her to the SpongeBob movie. It's tragically awful.
Okay.
It was so bad.
I know you went to this movie and I wanted so badly to ask you afterwards. Like you were sending me pictures. I knew you went to the movie. I specifically didn't ask a single thing about it. And before you could even fill in your notes today, I wrote
You did.
Movie because I wanted a recap of this movie and I wanted your thoughts on this movie. So what, tell me about it.
All right. So we went to the movie. It's my daughter's first time at the movies, right? And she was very excited. We got all the snacks. We spent $30 on snacks. I got a water too. I didn't even get a drink. I let her get all the yummy
stuff. You didn't even
stuff.
get an icy?
No, she did. And okay, I'll get to that. But she got an icy. We got popcorn. We both picked a candy. And I was like, you get what you want. Like, whatever. Let's do this, girl. And I checked in our theater, you have to like buy your ticket ahead of time and select a seat.
Yes.
And so I saw the back row had like 8 people in it, the back 2 rows. The front couple of rows, empty. I was like, perfect. We're sitting front row, basically, like next to the exit.
And you have a child who's never been to the movie before. Like if you need to make a quick escape.
Right. And she can't sit still. Like I've never seen her sit still for more than 2 minutes. So I was like, perfect. We're getting exit seats on the end, whatever. And we settle in. The commercials were way too long. She was like, where's SpongeBob? And I was like, I know, this is eating up time of your attention span. Okay, let's talk. They have that short film at the beginning of this movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yes.
Okay, let's never do that again. Because I was convinced I bought the wrong movie ticket. And I was like, why am I seeing a full-blown TNMT, whatever.
Halfway through I was halfway through the mini movie before I realized it wasn't a trailer.
Right.
I thought it was a commercial for a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
At first I did too. But kept going. And I was like, dude, when is this going to stop? And so I looked it up and I was like, TNMT movie pre-SpongeBob. And yes, that's a thing.
Yes.
So that was totally uncalled for. And like my kid was already itching to get out of there. Okay. And this is like my thought on SpongeBob. We have talked about this. We don't need to talk a ton about SpongeBob. We have both watched the show. Okay. My least favorite episodes of SpongeBob, the ones I do not like and I will not watch, instant channel flip, are with the Flying Dutchman. I think he is the worst SpongeBob character. Going into this movie, it's the Flying Dutchman
movie. Yeah.
I literally, the whole premise of the movie, I did not like. I was like, I hate this movie. Yeah. I do not like this because of the Flying Dutchman.
I'm going to be a big guy or whatever. What is it? Is it big guy?
Big guy. SpongeBob SquarePants, big guy. Yeah. Yes. Like I would have loved it if it went like, remember when they did like Weenie Hut Juniors and Weenie Hut General and that stuff? If it would have gone that route, I would have liked it more than like this whole underworld Dutchman
Davy Jones's
game.
Locker. Yeah.
I was like, we didn't need to do this. Like that was just so frustrating. I will say the like butts, I feel like I wasn't like paying attention very much, but like I didn't feel put off by them too much.
Oh my God, I hated them.
I don't know why. Like, I guess I didn't imagine seeing Patrick Star in like a thong, if I'm being honest. Like that was a little weird. But otherwise, like I just didn't like the whole point of the movie. Like I just did not like it. And my daughter at one point was screaming, I don't like this movie. And I was like, shh, you can't say that in the movie. And so she's yelling that she doesn't like it. She has her feet up in the air. She's jumping over seats. And so we left halfway through the movie. We got up and we walked out. And I was like, okay, sweetie, if we leave, we can't come back in. Like if we walk outside and go to the car, we can't go back. She thought we could just walk into other movies. So she saw posters of like the Super Mario Galaxy movie that's coming out. And she was looking at all the posters. She's like, can we just like keep walking around? So we like refilled our popcorn. We refilled our ices and we were just walking. She goes, okay, let's go back into the movie. And so we took like a 20-minute intermission through the middle of the movie. And then we went back, finished the movie, and then we left. And she didn't want to leave. She didn't love the movie. But like it was what it was. And I think she just enjoyed the event that it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I like the movies. Yeah. Right. I like the event of it. Yeah.
Yes. I will say our biggest mistake is our theater, for some reason, if you want a tub of popcorn, like a hard cardboard tub, you have to get like the extra large, which is fine. It's just a ton of popcorn. And so I got a bag of it. But if you put butter in it, it goes straight through the bag. So my jacket, my clothes, my seat, I didn't
butter.
realize that until after. I was like, what is wet? Like, what is dripping everywhere? And it's butter everywhere. So they need tubs. They need tubs for every size because the bag is not right.
I agree. I totally agree. So
who's cleaning those seats?
Yeah, I went to the movies yesterday, and I didn't tell you about it, but I went to the movies yesterday by myself.
Okay.
Halfway through stream, okay, you did know about this. So a part of it over the weekend, I was like I said, I was in a really bad headspace Sunday and Monday. Town was like basically all shut down and I was not in a good place. And I said something I do is like to go to the movies. So I was like desperate to see if the movie theater was open. And so I was on my Regal app constantly refreshing, trying to see if there were movies. And they weren't, nothing was loading, and it was stressing me out. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like they must be closed. Like that must be why the seating charts aren't loading for any of these movies. And so I think it was Monday afternoon, again, regular checked again. And I got a notification that says you have been blocked. And essentially it told me that like my IP address has been blocked. So I tried to pull up my computer and log into Regal. Nope, you're not allowed to. I grabbed my husband's phone, blocked. He couldn't get in either. So I'm like, what is going on? And so I texted you and I was like, will you see if you can get into the Regal app? Because I was like, what did I do to offend these people so much that they blocked me? And so at the same time that I was texting you, I checked again because neurotic. I'm like, what did I do?
Right.
And it let me in. But I will say I was blocked for like an hour and a half.
That's stressful.
Over the course of that hour and a half, you can bet your bottom dollar I emailed Regal customer service and said, hey, I don't know what I did, but the seating charts haven't been loading for me. And now it's saying I'm blocked. And I don't think I should be blocked. And I don't know my IP address, nor do I know that other number you're asking me for, but here's my email address. and
dude, I'm proud.
So I ended up getting back in.
Okay.
They unblocked me and they emailed me back and they were like, hey, everything is back to normal. It was a temporary blip in our system. Everything's fixed. You should be fine now.
It wasn't you, but thank you for panicking.
Yeah. So
thank you for caring so much.
Full panic. And so anyway, I was telling that story on stream yesterday. And as I was telling that story, I had the Regal app pulled open and I saw that there was a movie playing that I've been wanting to see called Hamnet.
Okay.
And it came out at like the end of last year, I think like last fall. And so it's kind of been out of the Hamnet. It's been out of theaters for the last at least month or so. Like they haven't had it in the theaters. And it was one showing yesterday at like 4:10 p.m. And I was like, perfect. I'm going. Yeah. I'm going to get off stream and I'm going to go to the movies by myself. So I booked myself a seat because I can go for $0 because I have that like unlimited pass. I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this.
As you should.
But I went to the theater and it was the exact same situation. I got there and all they had was, it's like, ours is like a small, medium, large. There's not an extra large, but the large comes in the bucket. Small and medium come in the bags. And I was like, hey, can I get a medium popcorn? And I have my little like snack saver thing. Yeah. And the guy was like, that was just 50% off. And he was like, well, the 50% off actually only applies to the large. And I was like, okay, so I'd be paying like less for a large than I would for a medium. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I definitely don't need a large, but I like the tub better than the bag.
Right.
So I'm just going to get a large. And so I got a large popcorn to myself. And you know how, you know how they get, it's the tub. And then when they fill it up, there's always like the top, there's like the dome of popcorn because they like fill it up more than just flat. By the end of the movie, I had like eaten just the dome. Like I didn't even get into the bucket part. Like I had just eaten like the top part of the dome off of the popcorn. Anyway, completely agree. The dome, or not the dome, the bucket, sturdier, less leaky.
So much better.
So much better.
The bag was like, my daughter's shoving her hand in there. I'm like, chill. You're going to tear this thing and there's going to be popcorn everywhere. Relax. I want a tub. Like, that should just be protocol. They should not even offer a bag. That's a joke.
Just have a small tub.
Why do you want
medium
greasy seats? You know that thing's going to leak all over your leather recliners, okay? Or like your suede recliners. Who is scrubbing that? Who's scrubbing that? I feel bad for them. I feel bad for the mess that we made because of the bag. It was the bag's fault. So that was a bummer. But one of the, I keep saying commercials, but what are they called? Previews.
Trailers.
There's a movie coming out that I didn't realize was coming out, and I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
And we have not talked about it.
I bet I've been to the movie so many times. Like, okay. I've seen the trailer. I just don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. There's a movie coming out.
I would guess it's called Hoppers.
No. When does the blank blank movie? It's not really a movie. It's like, it's something I can watch at a movie theater.
Paris Hilton.
March. Wait, is there a Paris Hilton movie?
Yeah.
Dude, I literally love. Okay. There was a show called Paris Hilton's My New BFF when we were in high school, and I was convinced if I went on that show, she would pick me and I would be her best friend.
Really?
So whatever this is, I want to see it.
Yeah, there's a Paris Hilton movie on called Paris Hilton Infinite Icon.
Are you kidding?
It's a 2-hour long. Paris Hilton's musical journey unfolds through rare footage and intimate moments, from her debut album to her latest work, a raw look at her evolution as an artist and an icon, blending performances with personal revelations.
No, 1,000,000% I will be saying that. I don't know. That was not a preview for SpongeBob.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I will see that movie. When does that come out?
I don't know. It says at my theater it's early access. Well, Wednesday. So today it had early access, so it might not start showing.
2 days.
It
January
comes out
30th.
Okay.
So the day this episode comes out, the movie is out. So maybe I'll see that this weekend by myself.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, you should.
Well, you're on the right track. It's not about Paris Hilton, but it's about another music artist, and this one comes out in March. And
Michael Jackson?
No. Her name is Billie Eilish. And it is the Billie Eilish. Why did I clicked out because I was doing it?
Okay, I have not seen this trailer.
It's a 3D movie, Hit Me Hard and Soft, the tour. So it's like the Eras Tour movie, but it's Billie Eilish worked with a huge producer, and I just got goosebumps thinking about it. It just looks good.
Listen,
it just
we
looks
all know,
really good.
I mean, you've had a crush on Billie Eilish for a long time, so.
Do you see my goosebumps right now?
No, that'll be good.
I saw the preview, and I mean, I'm sitting there with my daughter, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to see this movie. And she has no clue what's going on, but she kind of starts like dancing in her seat. Okay, so that's March. I'm freaking out about that. But Paris Hilton, I'm very excited about this. She is an icon. I'm very, very excited because I was reading something about her, and she had a reality show forever ago, like a couple, right? And it was a role where the producers were like, play this character. It's a reality show, but we want you to act a certain way. And she was like, perfect. I'm doing this with like my best friend, so I'm going to act like however you want, whatever.
And
she's
reality shows used to be so much more scripted than they are now.
Right. And so she played into it and she did a great job. And that's how she got kind of this like persona where people think of her a certain way. But in reality, she is brilliant. And I'm not talking like in a neuroscience, like scientific way. I just mean she is such a smart businesswoman in the way she moves and what she does. People don't understand that or think of her that way because of this persona she led through like the earlier 2000s. So I'm very excited. There's a song of hers I love, The Stars Are Blind. She's not a good singer in my opinion. She's not a good singer.
Still a good song. No,
it's a great song.
That song is on my iPod. My iPod Nano, the like playlist that I just made. I added Stars Are Blind by Paris Hilton to that playlist because it's on my iPod.
Oh my gosh. I was listening to a song of hers the other day with Meghan Trainor, and it was really it was an interesting song. I didn't know that movie was coming out. I think I'm going to write that down to go see it. I have to write it down right now so I don't forget, actually.
Yeah.
That's going in my Hobonichi weeks on my like weekly to-do list, okay?
It should.
As it should. So
that'll be a good. You should do that. Yeah, the movie
I went and saw it too.
I will. I went and saw Hamnet yesterday, and Really liked it. It's up for like Oscars this year, so it's like a really like critically acclaimed like good movie. Which I'm not used to seeing movies that are like gonna win things, you know? Like I never saw La La Land. Like all the movies that like win, it's Oscars that win movies
Yes.
win, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the
So
Golden Globes?
I don't know. There's Golden Globes, there's Oscars, there's Grammys, there's Emmys.
The Golden Globes are film and television.
Okay, and television.
Oscars versus Golden Globes. There's too many. Oscars focus solely on film. The Golden Globes recognize movies and television. Okay. The Oscars are determined by members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, and the Golden Globes are journalists from the Hollywood Foreign Press Association.
Interesting. Okay.
There's your fun fact of the day. Continue, please.
So anyway, it's up for, I think, Oscars. So I was like, I want to see this. Like, it'll be a good, like, anyway.
It's obviously good, yeah.
I don't know anything about Shakespeare. Okay. And the movie itself is about the love story, like the real life love story between William Shakespeare and his wife.
Okay.
And then the birth of their 3 children, and then the death of their son, because they had, and it was really like, it's the movie was based off of a book that was written in like 2020 or 2021 or something that came out. And it's kind of like a fictionalized, like it's loosely based on Shakespeare's life. Okay. And so then the book was pretty popular, and then they made a movie about the book. So like some of it's true, some of it's not true. But like we know that he and his wife married, you know, he went to London, was writing plays and stuff. And then they had a daughter, and then they had a set of twins.
Okay.
And when the twins were 11, they got the plague, like the Black Plague. And the daughter fought through and survived, but the 11-year-old son succumbed to the plague. Oh. And they didn't call it the plague. I don't remember what they called it, because they weren't calling it the plague at that time. Okay. But it was like, and then it was about how their son's name was Hamnet, Hamnet.
Got it. Okay.
Hamnet, which apparently there's like a note at the beginning of the movie that like back in that era, like the 1500s, Hamnet and Hamlet were like the same name. So he went on after that, and like his grieving and like mourning his son, to write the play Hamlet, and kind of like put his son and like the whole like tragedy of his son kind of into the story of Hamlet. So it was interesting. I think you would hate it, but but it was like, it was good. I'm glad I saw it. Like I'm definitely it's probably not a movie I'm going to watch again, but like I'm glad I saw it. It made me a little bit more, and I think I liked it because it was kind of historical, you know. Yeah. And that's kind of why I think you would hate it. Yeah. But I also think that like it was really sad, but I'm also not a parent yet. And I think that it could like hit, like it was sad. I cried. Like I knew it was going to be sad. I knew going into it, like that the son was going to die. Like I knew the story. Yeah. And so I took a box of tissues. I shoved a whole box of tissues into my tote bag.
Very smart.
And so I cried, but I really think if I had children, it might have hit a little different, you know,
that
like
makes
the loss
sense.
of a child. I can't even imagine. So, because I'm not a parent yet. So,
right.
But yeah, so great movie. Loved it.
Great movie.
Real sad. I will say, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank SpongeBob?
Literally a 1. I mean, it's literally a 1.
I sat and watched the whole thing. I didn't take a 20-minute intermission.
Hiatus.
And I gave it a 3.
Okay.
I think that's generous. I think it could be 2 potentially, but I gave it a 3.
I think I would have liked it if it was just like, just give me Bikini Bottom. Like, just give me a movie where it's like funny SpongeBob. I don't want this big guy thing. And like, I just wanted it to be a SpongeBob movie. Like SpongeBob, I knew I wasn't going to like it the moment he woke up and he was like, I'm ready. I'm like, no, SpongeBob, you always wake up screaming. that you're so excited for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, let's be authentic here. So I don't know. I enjoyed the movie because I got to experience my daughter's first movie, and it was very fun. So that was exciting. The movie itself would never see again. And I told her, I was like, there's a lot of other SpongeBob movies. We'll watch them. So we did watch the Sandy Cheeks movie halfway through yesterday because we were like that? It's better. It's definitely better, but then it gets a little odd. They do weird things with these movies, okay?
Yeah.
But
SpongeBob, low ranking. Hamnet, I wrote in my journal because I'm doing like a movie tracker. I gave that a 9 out of 10.
All right. We love it. So I think we should see Paris Hilton.
Okay.
Over the next
We just need to find
week.
We both need to find a date that it's playing and we can simultaneously go.
I think that would be a really good one. And then I know you started reading a book, I think, about a movie that's coming up. Did you start reading that?
I did. I didn't write that down as like a topic, but yeah, I did.
Okay. So what we're referring to is Wuthering. Am I saying that? Is it Wuthering Heights? Mm-hmm. Okay. That comes out in February, correct?
Valentine's Day.
All right.
Think, yeah.
So that movie I think is like the next on my want to see list. How are you liking the book so far? Have you finished it? Are you reading it? What is that?
You don't even try it.
I don't want to read it.
No.
I have no interest in reading the book.
I'm like, it's a classic English
an old
literature.
Movie. Right. Like it's from the 1800s.
It's from the 1800s. Yeah. It's classic English literature.
Yes.
It is so hard to read.
Yeah.
Like I consider myself a reader. I read a lot and I read quickly. And like when I was in school, I prided myself on my, you're a 12th grade reading level and you're only in 6th grade, like I was really proud of like my reading level. And now I'm like, this is making me feel like I'm at a 3rd grade reading level. Like it's hard to read. So I'm only like a couple chapters in. I'm a couple chapters in. It's hard to read. It's slow moving. And I'm having a hard time understanding whose perspective I'm reading the story through. Because I know it's like a love story.
Right.
And it's got your guy in it, Jacob Elordi. And so I know it's a love story. But I don't know whose perspective I'm hearing this through. Because it doesn't seem right. And I'm confused by the people. I'm confused who's related to who and who's the landlord and who's this. And so it's confusing. And I've been discouraged to continue reading it. So I need to try to fight through it. We'll see.
Okay, so here's the thing. After hearing your description of Hamnet, I think Wuthering Heights, if it was a movie without Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi, I would not want to see it. I think I only want to see it because of him. That's probably the only reason why I want to see it is because of the 2 main characters. Otherwise, I would not be interested. I remember in high school, we had to take we didn't have to, but you would take AP courses for like a college credit. And I did AP literature and we had to read books that were written back in the day and they were hard to interpret and understand. And like we would spend months going through some of these books and like trying to dissect meaning.
And then having to like write papers that's gosh, what did this actually mean? Like what could he have meant in this? Like what metaphor could this be?
What did you notice any like right. And it's like, what writing styles are you noticing in this? Or what's the underlying meaning and the hidden message behind all this? And I'm like, I don't freaking know. I read words on a pages and what it says is what I understand. Okay. Yeah. And if I have to think that hard about reading, there's 0% chance that I will do anything with it. So, I'm proud of you. Continue your journey, continue the challenge. Oh my gosh, I would have no interest in this if those 2 were not any part of this.
I think this is, I don't know. I think it seems like it's a good drama love story. So I think the story itself is going to be good. That brings me to, did you know, and have you, I feel like, I don't know if we've talked about this. We have a new season of Bridgerton coming out.
I've never seen Bridgerton.
No, I was going to say, I don't know if we've ever talked about it.
It's on my list of like shows that I know
I think
I
you might
should
like
watch
it.
and that I probably would.
It's
I just don't know.
historic, but it's like good drama, and it's
Right.
not like hard to understand.
See, and I watched like let's talk Game of Thrones. That's like old school. I really loved Game of Thrones to an extent.
This is like fluffier though. Bridgerton isn't
That's
as
what I
much.
would like.
Yeah,
That's what I think I would like.
This isn't like as serious as like, I mean, yeah, it's more like it's your time to go court. Like you need to court, and
That's
there's like
perfect.
you need to go date, and you need to do this, and then there's like a secret. It's like Gossip Girl, but like old-timey Gossip Girl.
I love that. I
Yeah,
think,
and so I think you would like it. I do.
So there's a new season coming?
So there's
Ooh.
3 seasons already. The 4th season is about to come out. And so
When
you
is it
could
coming
easily
out?
binge the first couple of seasons.
Bridgerton season 4.
They're all on
This
Netflix.
could be really good for us. Oh, it came out. It comes out tomorrow. So January 29th, the day before this episode releases, season 4, part 1 comes out. So I have some catching up to do, but the way that you just described that, Gossip Girl, but like old timey with the courting and the drama, that to me is exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. It's like old timey London, and like the Gossip Girl side of it is like this newspaper that goes out, and it's like no one knows who this newspaper writer is, but she's at all of these events, at these balls and stuff. And so she's like writing, and all the girls are like, she's writing about me. She's writing about me. Who could it be? Like she wrote something bad. Who is it? And they're like trying to like figure out who Lady Whistledown. Lady Whistledown is the name of like the author who puts out this like mysterious like thing every, I don't know, week or whatever. And so it's like, am I going to be in Whistledown this week? And
I like this.
Yeah, so I think you'd like it.
Okay. I think living
and then
in
it's like
those
spicy.
time periods,
it's also
that's
spicy.
What I've also heard. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think, I don't know what time period that falls within. Is that like what time? I'm bad at like understanding. I have a hard time wrapping my mind around time periods.
Bridgerton was in the British Regency era, specifically beginning in 1813 with the first season.
That is
the series
really long time ago.
1813. The series dramatizes the social season of the early 19th century, 1811 to 1820, focusing on romance, etiquette, fashion.
Oh.
While inspired by the period, the show presents a fictionalized alternative version of history.
Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. The 1800s, like the early 1800s, I can't wrap my mind around this. How cool would it be I don't know, I say this, but like, without modern medicine and a lot of other things, life would be extremely different, right? But like courting and those things would be really cool. And to have a newspaper write about you, I would be like, who is this Whispering Willow or whatever her name is?
Lady
like
Whistledown,
who's Lady Whistledown? I want you writing about me. And that Duke over there, he better court me. And if he doesn't, like, I'm going to throw a punch on these girls or something. Like, I'm going to go do something at this ball to cause a stir. That sounds great. I just feel like having those dresses and getting your hair done the way that they did, that would just be such an interesting experience. I don't know, like a ball, but like a real ball, not like a fake ball that's thrown in 2026. Like I want to go to a real ball, not like let's go to the local,
not like at the local
warehouse
hotel ballroom. Yeah.
I want to go to like a castle in London and go to a ball in a like big
an authentic
dress.
Experience. Yeah.
Yes. And feel like so pretty and be courted by like the Duke of France or whatever. Like I don't know, maybe like the Duke of like Norway or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you need to watch. I think you'd like Bridgerton. I think it'd be a good
I'll watch it.
It's something you're gonna want to watch, but like you could put it on in the background. But
totally,
it would be something that I think you'll get like interested in.
All right. I like this recommendation. Thank you.
Mhm.
I've been looking for one. I think like 2 weeks ago we talked about this. So Bridgerton might be it. I take any
Bridgerton, I think, would be a good
recommendation
one.
you give me.
And what's fun is that they take a lot of like modern pop music and turn it into like when they're at these balls, it'll be like Ariana Grande, like Seven Rings, but in like this like elegant like
Yes.
piano orchestra version of
Yes.
it. And
Like
so
violins
you're
and
like,
the
wait, I
harp.
know this song. How do I know this song? And you're like, this is Ariana Grande. And it's like in the 1800s. And so it's cool.
Love. I absolutely love it. Okay, cool. Well, I think I should watch it. You said that's Netflix?
Netflix. Yep.
Okay, I have Netflix, so I can actually watch that one. This is good. This is great. I am embarrassed of my Google search because I wanted to know when like Game of Thrones, what time period that would have been set in. I can't even figure that out, but I guarantee it's like forever and ever and ever ago.
I never watched Game of Thrones.
298 AC to 305 AC. Let me tell you this. So Game of Thrones was amazing.
The Middle Ages.
Show, see, I don't know what, like, to me that means nothing because I can't grasp that term. Like, my brain doesn't compute what that means. Like, the Middle Ages means, like, I don't know in my
298 AC. So, I mean, that was like AC is after Christ, right? So that would have been like
no clue.
Yeah. I mean, like BC is before Christ, AC
right.
after Christ.
Here's what I need. I need a teacher to give me a seminar where they give me dinosaurs on a timeline. And then they give me a timeline that goes through everything until today.
Yeah. The hard thing is that, like, even though that seems like so long ago, like 298 AC seems like so long ago, compared to like when the dinosaurs were here, that wasn't that long ago. Like it would be so like
a huge gap.
Even like ancient Greece and ancient Egypt and all of that stuff was within the last, few thousand years. And so dinosaurs were like millions.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
I need to start like with dinosaurs because I've seen the fossils, I've seen the bones, like I've seen that with my eyes. But then I've also seen like the Acropolis, right? Like I've seen these things. I need them stamped on a timeline. If it's like a massive gap between them, that's totally fine. Just like help me help myself. Like someone just walk me through this. Because I can't like I can't understand it. My brain just doesn't work that way. You know what? You know what movie is playing at my local theater soon? The Titanic. What? I've never seen the Titanic, and I feel like I want to go see it there.
I haven't either.
Oh, maybe we should see the Titanic.
The Titanic would be fun. I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know if mine is being... If mine is hosting it, but...
streaming somewhere. It's the Titanic. So I saw an interesting TikTok the other day, and I mean, we're really going into movies here, but I watched a TikTok that was like the top grossing films of the past like 25, 30, whatever years. And the Titanic held strong as like the top grossing film year after year after, I mean, for what seemed like forever when it came out. The Titanic was like the number one film. And then it got... I'm already forgetting like which one came next, but like Avatar came up, Harry Potter came up, and what other ones? Avatar, and then the second Avatar ended up completely blowing them out of the water, but then Spider-Man was up there quick. The Avengers. This is what we were talking about. The Avengers, every single Avenger movie, yes, Marvel, just came up and whoosh, took over the categories. And it was specifically the lines of the Avengers. It wasn't like the one-off Marvels. I'm not really good at the Marvel universe stuff. I have seen one Avengers movie, but that's what made me think about the Avengers, because you and I were talking about them the other day. And I was like, I need to watch more of these because so many of them were the ones that took Titanic out of like the top grossing films. And then I think Avatar like reigned supreme. Oh, Jurassic Park series really blew them out of the water too. But yeah, it was kind of wild. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to watch the Titanic. And like Leonardo DiCaprio, he's the main character, right?
Yes.
It's so wild to me because I feel like that movie came out forever ago, but I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio's like our age. But I don't see it. To me, he's like exactly our age. I don't know why.
How old is he? He is.
I have no clue.
More like my mom's age, I think.
What?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's 51.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he was born in 1974.
No.
Yes.
No. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's much closer to my mom's age. He's like real close to my mom.
I haven't seen an image of this man in apparently ages because I didn't realize he was this old. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I didn't realize he was this old.
I swear. No,
and he's
I don't even recognize him.
Olds.
Oh, Leo, come on. Get with it. I'm telling you, whatever like internal timeline I have is just not it. It just is not real. I'm living in no time space. Like it's just, we're just living. We have no clue, no grasp of times. But I want to see the movie because apparently that's where my mind's living. So we have a lot of movies to see, but what are you called? A cinephile?
Cinephile. Yeah, I forgot about that word.
It's a title. And
I've been trying to find you a timeline of the history of the world for like the last 5 minutes.
See, is that a thing? Does it exist?
I'm sending you one that I found. It's not great, but it's got like 15,000 million years ago, which I don't even know if is that how that works. I think it's like the Big Bang. And then there's like 360 million years ago, dinosaurs.
Oh my gosh.
That's 360 million years ago was dinosaurs, and then 2 million years ago was. Now this isn't like a spread out, it's got like the numbers. You're gonna have to use the numbers.
Yeah, see, I need someone to do this like with measurements. Like 1 millimeter equals a million years or whatever. And I need it to be like, this is great. This is really cute. This looks like a teddy. This is someone's like middle school timeline project.
Listen,
this is the worst
world history timeline for kids.
This looks like what I made in like 5th grade when I was trying to understand history. It is like the worst of PowerPoint, like 2000s PowerPoint clip art.
Yeah,
that's what this is.
It is.
I need someone to just write down like when certain things were invented, when the light bulb happened, like when Benjamin Franklin was out there with his kite. I want every little bit of everything on this timeline that I would know about, but perfectly like outlined.
So world history timeline scaled.
Sure. I need details and scaled.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
I think I'm not interested in history because I can't understand it. Because to me, like it's hard to grasp. It's too complex. Yeah. And that's why I'm very interested in space, because it also is something that I can't grasp and I can't understand. And I feel like history is very similar. I don't really want to know about the last 100 years. I want to know about like what happened before that. Like I want to know everything, not just
listen, no, I agree. Like I am much more, I say I love history and I do love history. Mm-hmm. I prefer more ancient history. Like the stuff that like interests me more is like the older stuff, because it feels mysterious. Like we don't have as good of a records, and so it feels like a mystery, and it's like it just feels so different from what I know, and that's why it's interesting to me. Like
absolutely.
I'm not as interested in like World War I history, because I mean it was we know more about it,
right? Like that's what was really focused on for us in like history class and whatnot. Yeah. I understand that stuff, and like I understand like the growth of our society over the past 100 years because of all these things. I want to know like the early on stuff. Like I'm talking medieval times. I'm talking like the 1800s, things that maybe we didn't see or that our parents didn't see. I don't know. It's mind-blowing, and I just can't. My brain doesn't understand it. And I need to find like there's really good teachers out there who are just so good at simplifying and explaining in such a precise and like clear way. I need someone like that. I need just a really good history teacher to like come on and walk us through. Should we try to find one? Should we do a history lesson? Should we bring a teacher on here?
I would love that. You know, I would love that. I would have suggested that a year ago if I thought you liked history.
I don't. If I could be anything, one of my dream jobs was to be an earth science teacher. I really loved like Miss Frizzle. Anything that was more sciencey, I was definitely more focused on science. But earth history or earth science, like I'm talking tectonic plates, like the core. Let's talk about like weather patterns. That's what really like got me going. The history stuff, I was like, snooze fest, not interested. Put this book away. So it could be like the learn with your tea podcast.
I totally get that.
History and tea podcast. The tea of history.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I mean? We could do something interesting.
Yeah.
So anyways, what?
I know. I write down our topics every week so that I can like pull together notes and stuff for like the title and the description that I write. And I just had to write down timeline of the world.
Are you guys still with us? Are you still there? Hello?
Timeline of the world.
Are you still interested? Should we do a really hard pivot? Enough movies.
I think we have to. Okay.
That was weird.
I want to learn how to play Mahjong.
Okay. When I saw this as a note, my grandma, my dad's mom, heavy on Maj. Heavy Maj player. And I think Hot Pot and Palea put me through a phase like a year or so ago where I asked my dad, do you have grandma's Maj set? And he was like, no, I sold it. And I looked at Maj sets online.
Dude.
A good one is expensive.
And I want like a cute one.
Yes.
I want like a cute one. And they're like $300, $400.
They're expensive. And so I too wanted to learn how to play Maj. And I thought it'd be really fun. There's a lot more complexities to it. And I saw a TikTok that I'm sure you saw too that like further inspired this journey.
I've seen so many.
Yeah. It's a great game. My grandma would play it with all of her little girly friends. There's a lot of complexities to it, but it's cool. And like the tile
I know that there's like
art,
different games you can play with it. It's like, okay, well, what are we doing today? Like, what is the game we're playing today? And
I would play Maj with you any day. You know what we could do is we could do like online Maj.
Okay.
Like at a computer and at least learn the game.
Yeah.
And justify finding a set. Like you can find secondhand sets. Like we can find used sets. And the thing is like finding one you like because there are so many good ones. Like we could try Maj online and play together.
Listen, I'd do it. If we can find a website that we can like play online together, I'm so down. Because I will say I in the same vein got super interested in Maj when Palea came out with Hot Pot.
Yeah.
And this was a couple years ago. And so I was at my grandparent-in-law's house. Not this past Easter, but the Easter before. So Easter of 2024, I was at my grandparent-in-law's house. And grandma has this old Maj set that she antiqued. She got it from like an estate sale.
Yes.
And I was talking about how much I wanted to learn how to play. And she gave me the set. And so I have this like, but I'm scared to use it because it's an antique. Like it's an antique set. And so one, I'm scared it's like worth a ton of money. Two, I'm scared I'm going to break something. The box that it's in is like, so I have it in my game closet. But I think I want like the chunky, colorful.
Oh, yes. Like the big tiles. And,
I know.
I know. There's so many good ones. I'm looking online and there are like apps that we could get to play. I mean, you got to avoid, there's like Maj Solitaire. It's not the Solitaire, but there are apps to at least learn.
Okay. We need to find one where we can play together. And
it keep our brains strong.
Yeah.
It would keep our brains like kicking. I've heard it's really good for the brain. Like that's why a lot of elderly people play it because it's really good for the brain.
Yeah. Listen, it's just me wanting like another granny hobby. And I just like, I've been thinking about it for, I don't know, at least a few months. Probably,
Uh-huh.
I mean, obviously I was thinking about it in 2024 wanting to get a
Uh-huh.
set, but I have that one in the closet. And so since I have that one in the closet, I was like, I don't need one. I don't need one. I don't need one. But now I'm in this phase again where I'm like, no, I really want to play it. And you want to know what I
Yeah.
think it is too, is that I know there are meetups in my town. So
Yeah. Uh-huh.
one of my favorite restaurants had a Mahjong night where like you could
Oh,
come and if you were experienced, you would be sat at like a table full of people who knew how to play and you could play. And then they had
yeah.
like beginners tables where they were like teaching people how to play. And I didn't get it. I think it was sold out by the time that I saw it or it had already passed or something. So I couldn't go. But I was like, man.
That would have
So
been so fun. I
I
think you should
know.
learn. I'm getting confused because this website is very spammy. Mahjong.com. I think I don't know which one. I need to like research it. So I went through this phase of Anthropology had a Maj set. And it was so expensive and I never bought it. It was like acrylic Maj tiles. This was
Ooh.
forever ago and I didn't buy them, but I see them secondhand sometime. But you're right. It's like I like glamorized it where I wanted it. Like it's the aesthetic, it's romanticizing. I want to
Yeah.
like what it looks like. I want it to feel like it's a game I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
It would be more special to have my grandma's set or like a
Oh
hand-me-down
yeah.
set. I think that's more special and obviously use it. Don't be afraid to like break it. But I think like I don't even know how to play the game. Like I should probably play it to see if I like it. I hate games.
I think what holds me back is I don't have like a group of people close to me to play it with, you know?
Right,
Like
same.
I want to get this like beautiful set that I'm like so excited to use, but I also like I would need like I just remember growing up, my grandma and grandpa, like grandma and papa would go to cards and they would go to cards
Yes.
like twice a week and they would
Yes.
go we've got cards tonight. Nope, can't come up for dinner. We've got
Yeah.
cards. And they would go to cards and they would go play cards with their friends. And it was like a thing that they did, or they've got bowling or
Yeah.
whatever. And they like made it a thing where I'm like, Wednesday, we've got cards. And I just
Yes.
want that. I just want that like routine and that like
Yeah.
date where we're like, nope, we know we got cards tonight.
Right. That okay. Is that like we both grew up in Michigan. I don't know if it's a Michigan thing, but like my parents still to this day have pinochle nights with my aunt and uncle where they play pinochle all night and we
Mm-hmm.
never were allowed to annoy them. We could be in
Mm-hmm.
the house, but we could not bother them and they would
Mm-hmm.
have their
That
little
was like my
score sheets.
grandparents. Yeah.
Yeah, they had one notebook that kept all their scores and they used
Mm-hmm.
it forever until it ran out. And then they always did and still do euchre as a neighborhood, euchre parties.
Oh, yeah.
And still to this day, my husband and I, my parents will call us and say, hey, we're hosting euchre. Can you make us a scoreboard? And so we will literally engineer out a scoreboard for them. I don't know how to play euchre, but my parents host it and they like our drawing skills. So we literally make their euchre boards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Like people our age, I don't know if they still do these things. Like, yeah, game nights. People do game nights, but there's so many different board games nowadays that like I feel that our
I feel like it's
generation would do
flooded it.
card nights, but it's like it becomes game nights or we end
Mm-hmm.
up playing like Mario Kart or something. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Whereas for them, it was always euchre, pinochle, whatever. I was like, oh, they're playing cards. I'm not going to play. I don't know how to play. So my friend and I, when they did euchre nights and we were kids, we would go on their computer and play like the Nancy Drew game or something.
Totally.
While
Yeah.
the
I just
parents
remember being
played
at my
cards.
grandparents when they would have card nights. Like they
Mhm.
would either go to the clubhouse to play cards or they would, because they had like a clubhouse they'd go play cards at, or
So
they'd
cute.
or they'd have people over at the house for cards. And they would just sit there and
Yeah.
have beer and play cards. And
Yes.
they would always have like little snacks like peanuts or something on the table. And I was like,
M&Ms.
never
Yes.
interested in what they had. But I would just play with my cousins. I'd be like, okay.
See,
I'd play with my brother. I'd play with my cousins, and we'd like go play in the closets upstairs or something.
yes. Like,
Like,
is this a Michigan thing or
I
is
don't
this
know.
something that everyone experienced? Because that
I
was
don't
very
know.
much so like very distinctly a part of my childhood was my
Mhm.
parents were playing cards and I had to just play with the kids who
You
were
would
there
just like go do something.
or
Yeah.
we would have a babysitter or something. But my
Oh, we would
parents
never have a babysitter. It was just they don't care what you're doing. If someone's screaming bloody murder, they might turn their head
yeah, it
to be
is
like,
what it
"Is
is. Oh
everything
God.
okay?"
I
Um,
just clicked something.
Otherwise, everything was,
Right.
just leave
So
us.
I looked up Maj near me because I want to help you find a group. There are ilovemaj.com, meetup.com for Mahjong Maj groups, but it's meetup.com and I accidentally clicked it and I kind of panicked for what I clicked. Here, Maj in the Mitten. And like I promise you, yeah, there's plenty of people out there who play.
Ooh, there is one through my library.
See?
Beginner Mahjong through my county library.
Yes. You know what's funny actually? I saw a Maj set on my marketplace.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a Maj set. There's no need for me because I'm not about to learn how to play this game. But or I'm not about to buy tiles for a game I don't know. I
found one. Oh, but
I also
it's
can't
not at the right
imagine.
time. I can't go.
I can't imagine meeting up to learn a game. Like, people have tried to teach me euchre plenty of times in my life.
Same.
No chance. I can't learn that game. Like, I would rather practice with you online before I commit to anything because I can't go play games with strangers. Like, there's no way. No chance. So yeah, I support that. I support the want to play and learn of Maj. I would absolutely dive into that. We need to figure out the right like version or what like the differences are,
Yes.
I just want to like match tiles. Like if there's a matching, like let's keep it simple. I can't think that hard about this stuff. I don't have that much brain power like at the end of the day when it comes to a game. Like I just need something. You know what it is? We talked about bingo nights. Like I think I would rather do a bingo night because I don't have to think.
We are just yearning for the grannies.
We need to live in a city nearby.
Bingo night. I want just card nights. I just think of how nice that would be. Like if we had a simple game like cards, if we had a simple thing that we could just like, we're just get together once a week. We have like some popcorn and peanuts on the table and we just sit and we play cards for 2 hours and then we go home.
I'd call you and be like, hey, there's bingo tonight. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
This is the hard part of being long distance best friends because it's like you can't just be like, hey, there's a Maj meetup. You want to learn?
Right.
It's like,
and then I don't
let's
have
play
to like
online.
go alone. Yeah.
Right. I think bingo to me, because you don't have to learn, like that's what I want to do at night. Maj, I'd have to be comfortable with the people or play with people who are super patient.
Right.
And good at explaining stuff because I feel it could be overwhelming.
Yes, it does.
But
I think it's probably a lot.
If I could like get cute Maj tiles and then play the style of hot pot in Palia, like that'd also be perfect. Mm-hmm. That would be super cute.
I think, it's just something to look into,
Yeah, 100%. I love it.
Let's look at an app that we can play first to learn and
100%
have fun with that. So
and go from there.
Yeah. So I'm transitioning now from like a physical game to some digital games.
Okay.
I started playing on my Nintendo 3DS XL Nintendogs. So I never had Nintendogs for my 3DS and it's a completely different game. Well, it's not. I mean, it's still the same game, but it's called Nintendogs and Cats. And so it includes cats and it's like a newer version of Nintendogs. And so I started playing that and it's quite cute. I will say it is similar. The version that I got is Golden Retriever and Friends. So it's like a Golden Retriever. And so I adopted a Golden Retriever and I named it Miles.
As you should.
And I really confused real Miles because I just kept going, Miles, trying to like teach it its name. And Miles just kept looking at me like, what? And then it was also like driving Rowan insane because he was like, why are you calling Miles his name? But I started that and had fun with that. So that has been on my game docket. I've been like picking that up every couple of days and trying to teach him how to play Frisbee because I really don't remember how to make money in Nintendogs. I think you have to do like competitions and stuff. And so I think I've got to get him. And I know that like the obedience ones, I never did because I really don't like talking into the thing, but I could do
Yes.
the like frisbee ones, and I got my dogs really good at frisbee.
Right.
Or
Okay.
agility, where they would like jump over the things and run through the tunnels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been teaching him how to play frisbee, and we did go to our first frisbee disc competition, and we were in the novice league, like the really beginner
Okay.
league, and we got
Okay.
second place, and we won $50.
Okay, Miles.
So good job, Miles.
That's fun. That's a fun game to kick off.
But yeah, I've been picking it up for like maybe 5 minutes every couple nights. So that's great.
It's
I will
fun.
say something that I really, 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 really dove into Sunday and Monday.
Uh-huh.
I started a Stardew Valley Co-op farm with my husband.
Oh my goodness.
And I love the man.
Okay.
I feel like he's kind of useless on Stardew Valley.
Listen, we were supposed to start a co-op farm, so honey, that's just what you get. Why is he useless? What does this man do?
I don't know. I've been going
Just runs around.
I've been doing the community center. I've been doing all the mining, all the fishing, trying to get all the fish for the community center, making sure we have all the crops. I've been doing all the watering. I've been doing all the mining. I've gotten us down to level 95 in the mines.
That's impressive.
We just ended summer.
Okay.
We did spring and summer.
Honestly impressive though.
Mm-hmm.
To do it that fast.
Yep. And I got us to level 95 of the mines.
Okay.
I've been fishing. I've gotten everything I've needed submitted for spring submitted.
Okay.
Everything I've needed for summer submitted. I've got a couple other little random things submitted that are available to be submitted any time of the year, like some of the like mining stuff. He's just been cutting down trees.
I was going to say, he strikes me as like a forager
He's
chopping
like,
trees.
I don't think you realize how much wood we need.
Like, yeah, true. But like, there's other things that you could do. Like, I can chop trees anytime.
Oh, I'm dying.
But like, winter's coming. Like, things are going to happen. Does he like to plant crops? Like, he also strikes me as like the farm type where he sticks around the farm and does stuff too.
So we struggle with that because like you get the stuff in the ground, and like for the first couple seasons, like you really don't have that many sprinklers, if any, or they're like those useless ones that only do like 4 squares.
Yeah.
So you really have to like water a lot of it yourself.
Right.
And he doesn't like watering because it takes up all of his energy for the day. That's like true. Watering all those crops takes up all your energy, and then you can't do anything else. And I don't like watering crops because it takes up all my energy, and then I can't fish, and then I can't mine, and then I can't do other stuff.
So the things you have to do.
Yeah. So we both just kind of like dilly-dally.
Yeah. But I mean, that's like,
did you water the crops? No. Did you water the crops? No.
But like, that's Stardew Valley, right? Like, to me, that's like the beauty of that game is you can dilly-dally as much as you want to. And like, it doesn't matter.
But you want to know what? In this huge gripe this is the first time I've ever done a co-op farm.
Yes.
You can't pause at all. You know how like when you go to like in the Stardew you can't pause, but like if you open up the like inventory, it pauses and you're like,
it'll
time
stop
flashes.
The clock.
It does not pause at all. So like if even if we're both on our inventory screen, not paused. So like you are committing to a full day before you can do anything. And so that is quite stressful.
That would stress me out.
And you want to know what also drives me wild is that each of us have our own cutscenes. So like if I walk into an area and a cutscene starts, doesn't stop time for him. So a cutscene could start where it would like, oh, cutscene starts, like, okay, time pauses. No, like I got stuck with like this Linus cutscene. Do you remember the cutscene where like Linus is digging through George's trash and then George catches him and is like, it's a raccoon, and you have to like cover for Linus?
Yes.
And that only happens if you're like walking through the town at night.
Yes.
And I was coming home from the beach. I was shooting up through the center of town and trying to like go left to get home after fishing for a long time, really late. And I go up, get that cutscene. It doesn't pause time. My husband's at home and I pass out.
Oh no.
Exhausted.
Shoot.
The next day is ruined.
That's really frustrating.
I know.
And some of those cutscenes are really long. And you can't
So
control,
long.
like, when they have... I mean, you can
Yeah.
kind of control sometimes. Like, you know they're going to happen. But in that situation, you have to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's funny. But I feel like that's just very fun because it's like there's things to do in the game. But the dilly-dallying, when you're just like at home for the weekend, you can throw it on. Everyone can play. And it's just, you know what? You have a low energy day. Those are the cards you've been dealt. You make the best of it. You do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember how you gain energy in Stardew. You eat?
You have to eat, yeah.
Okay.
But
I
you have to,
literally
like,
hate that about games.
get field snacks and stuff. So, you know, basically it's like, hey, is my energy down? Yep, going to bed. Going to bed early. I can't do anything else. Or I'll just go like forage or something. I'll go like walk around and try to pick up forageables because that doesn't take energy. Anyway, I'm not sure how much we'll play moving forward because it was like a very like we don't have a lot of days that like we just sit at home together and do absolutely nothing and like have the time to do that. So, you know, we played Monday and we haven't picked it up since.
I think that's perfect though. I think it's just like it was fun and it
was a good like we're locked at home thing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so about games, there was a like randomly announced Nintendo Direct that's happening tomorrow. So January 29th, it's like a surprise Nintendo Direct happening January 29th. So by the time this episode comes out, it'll be out. But it's focusing on that Tomodachi Life game that's coming out for Switch 2. And I think it's coming out Q2 of this year. So like
within the next few months,
a couple months from now, right? So I know that game I think just looks hilarious. Like I know people are really excited. I've never played any other versions of it. But we also have the Pokemon 30th anniversary and I'm seeing a lot of speculation of something huge coming for that.
You?
So I'm seeing a lot of things about a big announcement and I do feel like that a remake of one of the original games might happen, but I am excited to hear what they have to say or just for like a closer look at the Tomodachi Life because I remember in like the Direct late 2025 whenever we watched that, it was just like goofy, like a goofy snippet of the game. And I feel like a closer look will show like not the mechanics, but just more of like what you do in the game rather than like your person laying on the side of the street or whatever it was doing. That was goofy.
Like some more gameplay, hopefully.
Totally. So I am really excited about that. And I even said to my husband this morning, I was like, so January is almost over. He was like, yeah. I said, so it's almost February, right? And I said, you know what's after that? March. And you know what happens March 5th? Pokopia comes out. So I'm just letting you know that this is Switch 2 month. Whether you like it or not, I'm buying a Switch 2 this month. And he was like, all right, I got to go take out the trash. And he went in, he took out the trash. So I was like, just so you know, got to get my Switch 2 this month.
No,
like listen, it's a thing.
You're budgeting for it. You're preparing. It's not
and
like
that's what I told him.
The moment like purchase. It's not like you planned for it, you know?
I was like, listen, I'm telling you this because you like we can prepare. Like if that means like we don't like we cut out some of the fun money for the week or whatever after like all the bills are paid and everything, the fun money, maybe I'll just like cut back a little of my portion and save up for that. I was like,
there you go.
I'm just telling you that because that's my focus. By the end of this month, I will have that in hand. I was like, I'm not pre-ordering this game, but it's going to be downloaded the day it comes out. Or I'm going to go to Target and buy it. I don't know how that works. Like how I get a cartridge of this game the day it comes out. Is that a thing?
So a thing that is apparently brand new with Nintendo, with the Switch 2, there are absolutely no cartridges.
What?
Even if you go to the store and buy a physical like game, you open it up and there's a code inside. There's like no cartridge.
Is it the same price?
I think so, yeah.
That's wild. I like the cartridges. I feel like they're more secure. Like I like knowing that my data's on there.
Longevity. Yeah. For like being able to play Nintendogs on the 3DS. Like the 3DS store doesn't operate anymore.
Right. Exactly.
So like how
do I know the software is not cut in 10 years?
Right.
I want a physical game. I didn't realize that it wasn't going to be physical. Huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's kind of honestly a bummer, but like whatever. It is what it is. Now, question. So even with like Animal Crossing, there's no slot to put existing Switch cartridges.
No, there
you
is.
Just have to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There is.
Okay.
There's a slot to put existing Switch cartridges. Apparently, just like with the Switch 2 exclusive games, which
There won't be.
I feel like I have. Maybe I don't. I was gonna say I feel like I have Mario Kart physical, but I must not.
The new one, like that new Mario.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
I guess
That's so interesting. That's news to me. But I'm excited to learn more about this game tomorrow and see some gameplay. And I know the Pokemon stuff is happening February too. So I'm hoping for some fun announcements in the next like month or so regarding Pokemon. I'm wondering if maybe they're doing this surprise announcement or surprise, like, what are they called? Directs. Before the month is over to close out January, because I think February it's going to be like quiet until the Pokemon stuff happens, because I'm expecting something big, really big.
I'm hopeful for you. I am.
Thank you. I mean, even if nothing happens,
and if it's a remake of some of like the very early games, like I might even play, you know,
I wouldn't allow you not to.
Okay.
Like I simply would not allow you. I would simply not allow you to not. I think my dream game for them to make, like, this might happen at the 50th anniversary, would be them combining every single like realm. That's not, I can't think right now, but every single like region, that's the word, into one game. I don't want it just focused on like one. I want to go everywhere. I want to go every single place. Stop making new Pokemon. I don't need another trash bag Pokemon. Like let's just stop. Let's just make a game where we can all like play with everything together. Let's like run through this town together. So like me and Teddy can go battle together. And I know they have done some of that.
Yeah.
Right. But like, let's do it in like the original areas. Like, let's go Kanto, let's go Johto, and let's just like have a cute time. So I wish that's not going to be announced, but it would be cool. So all that to say, really fun. I'm excited for tomorrow, because then that leads us into February, which I'm hoping is going to be a big Pokemon month. Nintendogs inspired all that. It jogged my memory that this was all happening. I'm glad that you played Nintendogs.
I am too. Okay. The last thing that I have for you this week is kind of a little game plan for the upcoming weeks. So for anyone listening, Mandi and I are going to a Demi Lovato concert in about 9 weeks from now? Sometime in March.
Yeah.
Or April. I think it's in April.
Beginning of April, we're going to a Demi Lovato concert. And I'm a huge Demi Lovato fan. Mandi is a Demi Lovato fan, but not like a huge Demi Lovato fan. Like, the popular stuff.
We are going to, and then we have Hilary Duff in May. So we're going to do the same thing for Hilary Duff that we're doing for Demi Lovato. But what we are going to do is start a series of listening through Demi Lovato's discography and watching some of her more iconic pieces of TV and cinema, like movies, TV, etc. So we're going to just, each week, we're going to listen to one album, not obviously, we're going to listen to it on our own time throughout the course of the week, and watch whatever we're assigned to watch at some point during that week, and then come back together and talk about it the following week. However, this week, I wanted to just preface it, and it's this week we are going to listen to Demi Lovato's first album this upcoming week. Don't forget, the album came out in 2008. And I think going into this album, I want you to love it the same way that I loved it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to listen to it again. But this album came out when you were in middle school.
Yeah. Freshman year of high school, like 8th grade.
8th grade is what, 8th grade, freshman year of high school. Yeah. So you have your like iPod in, you're walking around like the gym, you're in your like Softy, I don't know what they're called, like shorts that you like roll
as high as you can.
And you've got like a t-shirt that's like cut off on the sides, and you can like see your like cute pink sports bra. That's like the vibe here. And you've, like I said, you've got your like corded iPhone headphones in, and you just have like the boy you have a crush on is like walking around the other side of the gym with like his friends.
So I ran the other direction. Yeah.
This is like where you are in life when you are listening to this album. It's cringy, but it is so good. And just like put yourself in that middle school headspace.
Okay. I'm typing this
Also,
down.
the first movie that we're going to watch this week is Camp Rock.
Okay.
2008, Camp Rock, iconic, Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers, Allison Stoner. You have also never seen Camp Rock.
I have not.
You've never seen Camp Rock. You've never seen Camp Rock 2. So Camp Rock 2 comes a little bit further down. We'll watch Camp Rock 2 in a few weeks. But for now, Camp Rock. So you are going to listen to Demi Lovato's Don't Forget album and watch Camp Rock at some point over the course of the next week.
Okay.
And I think that you will like it. I do.
I'm excited. I'm like trying to have these flashbacks of my life. So I'm going to like seriously hone in. I wish I had my yearbooks to like go through and just like flip through, look at my yearbook picture.
Yeah.
My parents have one of those like circle things that had every school picture I've ever taken, like in a perfect circle.
I've seen it. Yeah.
I'll like, yeah, you have. It's terrible. I'll go to their house and like, or I'll have my mom send me a photo of it and I'll like zoom in so I can get a visual of myself and then
it's still
really
on their
cringe
wall at their house.
Oh my gosh. You think they'd ever get rid of that? They have photos of, yeah, it's terrible. I'm
surprised it made it to the new house.
Oh, I think my mom would like grab it. If the house was burning down, she would probably grab them all and run outside. She has our like baby pictures on the wall.
I know exactly where it was hanging at your old house.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Above the piano in like our little dining living room. It's so bad. Oh gosh, I'm excited. I think this will be really fun. So everyone, if you want to get into Demi Lovato, listen in with us. I think it's going to be fun. We have 9 weeks of breaking all this down, right?
We do.
It's going to be fun. And I think
it is.
I like your method of like, let's get the timelines out. Like again, let's circle back to history timelines, but of yourself. So let's draw it out. Let's make your own timeline.
Because
you need
to like, you need to listen to this as like, did you forget that I was even alive? Like, it's so cringy. It's so embarrassing. But like, you've got to think of like where you were at that point in your life. So
absolutely.
I want to know, like, going in, like when you're listening to it, be like, I'm going to ask you like a couple of your favorite songs and then maybe like your least favorite song, like overall vibe. So like have some favorites, have some like, didn't love that one. And I'll come with the same information.
Yes.
And I'm going to listen to all of these fresh and watch these with you.
I love it. I think what we should do is I'm going to look up like what was happening in 2008. Like what were the top shows on Disney Channel? What were the top songs or like who won the Grammys that year? Because that'll jog my memory of like the best songs that I listened to or like what I liked.
Right. Was it Lady Gaga, like Just Dance?
Yeah.
I will say I'm this movie, and they're not all like this in terms of like years and like corresponding to different like albums and stuff. Because I think Demi was like a lot of her like iconic TV, in my opinion, was saturated early in her career. So like Camp Rock 2, Princess Protection Program, Sunny with a Chance, like all of those came out within like the first few years of her like emerging into Hollywood. So a lot of like the TV and movies that I have down for Demi is earlier in her career.
Okay.
So, but for this perspective, Don't Forget the album and Camp Rock both came out in 2008.
Okay. Perfect. Teddy made a very beautiful list. Maybe we could like share this. Maybe I'll make something that we can.
I have a whole spreadsheet.
Yeah, she made a spreadsheet for Hilary Duff and Demi Lovato of which weeks, what we're watching and what we're listening to, where you can watch all these. She made it very simple for me. She has Disney Plus, YouTube, whatever it is. I know where to find it now. So maybe we can make this into like a graphic to share, I can do that part because you really put a lot of time into this.
I texted you, I don't know, at like 5:30 and was like, hey, when do you want to do podcast? And then I never left that spot at my kitchen counter. I sat there on a bar stool until we started recording the podcast because I was working on this.
Oh my gosh, it's impressive. So we'll do something so everyone can follow along. This is going to be really fun. 2008, we're going back, baby. This is going to be interesting.
Let's go back. Back to the beginning. I know that's Hillary, but
oh my god, you know what? That's a part of it. I had a thought. I lost my train of thought because I'm like thinking about too many things about how I'm excited for this. Yeah, I can't think. Oh, you know what? So Demi Lovato, I think her and Selena Gomez started on Barney, not together. No, they were on it together. So maybe we should like, I might have to pull back up Barney.
I mean, you could put, I didn't put Barney on there. I didn't put Barney on there, but we could.
I'm pretty sure I did watch that episode when I was like trying to show my daughter Barney a while ago. I was like, oh, like let's find the episode Selena and Demi were in, whatever, just for fun. And that's nothing really came of that. But yeah, I don't know much about like her timeline of what other shows she was in or anything. So I am very excited to watch this. I don't know, like this documentary or whatever these are. I've never even heard of them.
There's a couple of documentaries. I've seen both of them. Obviously, I've been a big Demi fan. There's like Simply Complicated. That one came out before. And then Dancing with the Devil is the most recent documentary. And that one came out shortly after, not shortly after, but within like a year or two. No, a few years probably after her overdose. So just like it was, wild. It's super interesting just to like from her perspective just where she is now. So anyway, and then the last one, The Child Star, that's a show. I don't know if that's still on, but essentially she's like the host of a show where she is interviewing other child stars. So like she's a child star, and I think she like interviewed Reese Witherspoon, and they like talked about like being child stars. And so she's been like, she like interviews people. So I haven't seen that one myself. So we can pick out an episode or two of that to watch.
This is gonna be fun. You've given me a lot to watch. Like I was struggling with TV options, and now I have Bridgerton. I have movies I need to go see, and now I have a lot of Demi, Hilary Duff stuff. I feel very good about this. So thank you for putting this all together. This is very intricate and exciting. So we're going back to 2008 for us. That's 8th, 9th grade. We're going to get a little weird. We're going to get our pink sweatpants out and our little love spell. I wish I had my love spell like spritzers I could
Victoria's
put on.
Secret love spell.
You know what I'm wearing? I'm wearing my like foamy squishy sandals next week when we record it. Like we're gonna look the part. We're gonna do the part. This is gonna be fun. Alrighty. I love it, Teddy. Well, thank you for putting in the work, and we'll get this shared so everyone can follow along if you want to before this concert. I think this will really make it cool to like see her in person and be like, wow, this is awesome.
For sure. Yeah.
And that's what I feel about Hilary Duff. Like I feel more connected to that concert because like I've seen her shows and I've listened to her music, and Demi, I want that same feeling, and this is going to get me there. So this is like perfect. This is so perfect. Yes. I want to look at Sunny with a Chance or whatever. Is her name Sunny?
Yeah.
I want to look at Sunny on stage. Like Sunny is singing the song.
Yeah.
Like that's Sunny. She has a chance up there, whatever the show's about. So, all right. I love this.
I do too. Okay. That is all we have for you this week, friends. Thank you for listening to us yap about the timeline of the world. We'll get back to you next week with probably like a Harvard professor to interview. So just count on that.
Buckle up.
Okay. Thank you for listening to us ramble. Mandi, thank you for yapping with me. I hope you all have an awesome weekend, a good rest of your week, and we will talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.